So, today, the appearance day of Nityānanda Prabhu. Nityānanda Prabhu is Baladev. Baladev Tattva. Brajendra Nandana Jai Kachi Sutta Haila Sai. Balaram Haila Nitai, who was formerly the son of Nanda Maharaj. He has appeared as the son of Sachidev. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother's name was Sachidev. So, Krishna is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Balaram is Nityānanda. Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Haile. Balaram Haile Nitai. So Balaram, in the Vedic literature it is said, Nam Atma Balahinena Labhya Na Bahuna Satena. So, Bala means strength. Sometimes some rascal philosophers, they take it that Bala means bodily strength. They propagate this philosophy that unless you are bodily stout and strong, you cannot achieve spiritual salvation. You must be very strong and stout and eat meat and fight, and then you will get next spiritual strength. No. This ball, this strength is different. This is spiritual strength. The difficulty of the present situation is that actually we are moving on account of spiritual strength, but they have no information of the spiritual strength. They are thinking material strength. That is expressed here, that ahankare matta hoiya nitai pada pasariya asattere satta kari mani. This is due to ahankar. Ahankara vimuratma kartaham iti mandati. Those who are vimura, especially rascal. Mura means rascal. And B means vishesh, visheshena, particular. Ahankara vimuratma, the same thing which is spoken in the Bhagavad Gita. Narottam Das Thakur says the same thing in a plain Bengali language. Ahankare matta haiya nitai bodhi. By the spell of Maya, ahankara vimuratma kartam sumati. We are thinking that we are independent, we can do whatever we like. This is called ahankara vimuratma. Under false pretext, false prestige, everyone is thinking that we are independent. We can find out the solution of the problems of life by material adjustment, so on, so on. So that is our material disease. Ahankara vimuratma. Bewildered. They do not understand that the real strength is spiritual strength. we see daily, that a very strong man, very powerful man, very good brain, very good scientist. So what is the strength? The strength is Atma. As soon as the Atma, the soul, goes out of this body, so intelligent, so strong, and so many things, but he is not. That is the difference between dead man and the living man. The living man is very powerful, very good position, everything. As soon as he lies down, he is lying down on the floor, and if you kick him on his face, he will not protest. So where is that strength? The strength is gone. That is spiritual strength. On the spiritual strength, the body moves. Suppose you have got a very good car, Mercedes car or Rolls Royce car, but when there is no petrol, how the car will move? It is not possible. There is spirit, petrol spirit. Similarly, real strength is spiritual strength. That spiritual strength is Balaram. Bala means strength. Therefore, we have to take shelter of the lotus feet of Balaram, Guru Tattva. Balaram means Guru Tattva. Balaram represents Guru. Dasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasad. If we want to understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if we want to understand Krishna, then we must take shelter of Balaram. Naya Mahatma Balahinena Labha. This Balahinena Labha, this Vedic injunction, means without the mercy of Balaram, you cannot understand, you cannot realize your spiritual identity. So that Balaram comes as Nityānanda Prabhu. Balaram Haira Nityānanda. Therefore, we must take shelter of Balaram. That is, this song has been sung by Nityānanda Thakur. Nitai pada kamala koti chandra susi. If you take shelter of Nityānanda Prabhu, then we get peace. Koti chandra susi. It's like in daytime, especially in the summer season, we become very much exasperated. But at night, in the evening, as soon as there is moonshine, we become very much satisfied. All day's labor and fatigue is immediately moved. So, Nitai Pada Kamala, the shade of Nityānanda Prabhu, lotus feet, is Koti Chandra Sushikar, as pleasing as 1 crore of moonshine. One moonshine gives us so much pleasure. So if we want actually peace of mind, if we actually want to be free from this material fatigueness, then we must take the shelter of Nityānanda Prabhu. Nityānanda Prabhu is the strength, spiritual strength, and without spiritual strength, you cannot approach Krishna. Naya Mahatma Pravacana, simply by talking nonsense. Naya Mahatma Pravacana love. If you are a good speaker, that does not mean you will understand yourself. No means Bhaya, neither by good brain, because you have got very good brain, You will understand. Krishna, no. Na mata pravachanena labha, na medhaya, na bahuna sutena. If you think that you are a very good scholar, university degree holder, then you will understand. No, this is not possible. So we must have spiritual strength. That source of spiritual strength is Balaram. Krishna's next manifestation, Prakash Vigraha. Krishna is manifesting himself through Balaram. So we have to take shelter of Nityānanda Prabhu. Nitai pada kamala, koti chanda sushi. Je chhavaye jagat pura. The whole world is suffering. But if you want peace, then you take the shelter of Nityānanda Prabhu. Hano Nitai bina bhai, Radha Krishna paite mein, virakari haro Nitai pai. Our real aim of life is how to go back home, back to Godhead, and associate with Radha Krishna. In another song, the same author says, Manusya janam apaiya Radha Krishna na bhojiya, janiya suniya bishakhai. Unless you come to Radha Krishna, you cannot get real pleasure. If you want to dance and get pleasure, don't dance independently. Dance with Krishna. Then you will be happy. The dancing is there. But dancing without association of Krishna, just like here in our temple, we are also eating. But we are eating the remnants of food stuff left by Krishna. That is real pleasure. It is not that we are stopping eating. We are not stopping. We are not drive to Radha. Krishna varo dayamaya koribare jivha jaya saprasad anna dila bhai. All over the world we are eating Krishna prasadam, and we have got good experience. At least 10,000 men and women, they are taking Krishna prasadam, but we have no anxiety. We have no anxiety. A family consists of a few members. They are full of anxiety, how to maintain the family. And we are maintaining a family of 10,000 men. We have no anxiety. Just see practice. We have no anxiety. We require thousands and thousands of rupees for maintaining Europe, America. They're costly affairs. But because we are under the shelter of Nityānanda Prabhu, Balaram, we have no anxiety. That means material life means anxiety. You cannot avoid anxiety if you lead a material life. Then you will be anxious. That is Prahlāda Maharaj's instruction. He was asked by his father, my dear son, what you have learned, the best thing from your teacher. So he replied, my dear father, he never said my dear father. He said, my dear, best of the Asuras. Asuravat. Tasadhu manne suravadhadena. Tasadhu manne suravadhadena. Sada samidvigna dhyam asadgraha. The whole human society is suffering, at least suffering from one disease, anxiety. Ask anybody. Take one small ant and take the big elephant, take the President of the United States, or take one street beggar. Ask him whether you are free from anxiety. Nobody will say, no, I am full of anxiety. That's a fact. So why is there anxiety? I'm full of anxiety. That Prahlāda Maharaj replied, Sada Sammadhavigna dhyam asadgraha. Because they have taken asad vastu, that will not exist. Everything, whatever we are talking about, this body will not exist. And this is the main platform of our existence. In the material world, so long the body is there, you exist. So, Prahlāda Maharaj said that real solution of problems of life is to get out of this material condition. That is best thing, in my opinion. Sada samadvigna dhyam asat. That is Vedic injunction also. Asato ma sadgama. Don't live in this asat, in this material condition. Sadgama. Go to real existence. The real existence means spiritual life. Na hannate hannamane sarira. So, if we actually want life, a blissful life, then we must get out of this materialism. That is Prahlāda Maharaj instance. Samadvigna dhyam. And if you remain in the material existence, you must suffer from anxiety. There is no excuse. So, Prahlāda Maharaj advises that Nityātma ghatam grihanda kupam vanangato jad harimasayeta. If your real problem is anxiety, and this anxiety will continue so long your material existence. Therefore, the real life is to get out of this material existence. Nityātma ghatam. Atma ghatam. Atma ghatam means killing the soul. This material civilization is killing the soul. They have no information of the soul. They do not know how to become peaceful, how to become blissful. They are trying to be peaceful. Vairattamanina, by external material energy, they are thinking by constructing big, big buildings, just like in Bhubaneswar they are doing, and having good, very big, big roads and motor cars. That is advancement of civilization. No, that is not advancement. That is increasing the anxiety. There is no solution of the anxiety. There is, formerly that I was speaking, there was no university. The university was in the cottage, Vyasdev. Vyasdev was writing Srimad Bhagavatam and all the Puranas in a cottage. So university was there. Who can produce such literature as Vyasdev has given? From any angle of vision, from literary point of view, from philosophical point of view, everything so perfect. Every literature, Mahabharata, Puranas, and Vedanta, Vyas, he has given. So there was no need of university. It required clear brain. That was to be done by the Brahminical qualification. Sama dhamma titikha arjavo. Jnanam vijnanam asrikam brahma karma sam. Where is that education? This education, technical education, how you can very nicely hammer. This will not solve the problem. So if we want real solution of the problem, then our duty is, first of all, to take the shelter of Nitai for the Kamala. Then we'll be happy and we'll get moonshine and our all fatigueness will be subsided. সে সম্বন্ধ নাহি যার বৃথা জন্ম গেল তা if you have no connection with Nityānanda Prabhu, Nityānanda means always. Nitya means always. Ananda means pleasure. This is another meaning you can draw. And therefore, if you have no connection with Nityānanda Prabhu, se sambandha nahi ja. Vritha janma kar. He's simply wasting time. Vritha means useless. Uselessly, he is wasting time. Sei pasu bada duracha. And Nityānanda Thakur has used very strong one. Anyone who has no connection with Nityānanda Prabhu, he is a posu, sei posu. He is a posu, means animal. The animal, how one animal can get happiness, that is not possible. The dog, from the childhood, he is searching after food, and cannot get food unless a dog has got a master. He is a street dog and is always unhappy. So better to become a dog of Nityānanda Prabhu, then we shall be happy. Instead of becoming dog of so many other people, everyone is dog. Everyone is searching after to serve a master. But none of them are satisfied because there is false master. You take real master, Nityānanda Prabhu, you will be happy. Sei pasu baraduraka. He does not know where is happiness, where I shall become a dog. That our Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has sung therefore. Vaishnava Thakur tomaro kukur boliya jano more. My dear Vaishnava Thakur, kindly accept me as your dog, as your dog. I am dog already, but I am Maya's dog. I am not Vaishnava's dog. So kindly accept me. If you become a Vaishnava's dog, Charya Vaishnava Seva, Nishtar Peche Keva. If you do not become a dog of Vaishnava, Nityānanda Prabhu, Nityānanda is Guru, so if you do not become a dog of Nityānanda Prabhu, Vaishnava or Guru, there is no question of happiness. Se sambandha nahi jaa vitha janmagar. Sei pasu bado duracha. Nitai na bolilo mukhe, mojilo samsara sukhe. He has no connection with Nityānanda Prabhu, and he does not say Jai Nitai, Jai Lo. Mojilo samsara. He thinks that this society, family, and society, friendship and love, divinely bestowed over man, this materialist person, they say like that. That is called mojila samsara. Samsara, there cannot be any issue, but he is attracted. Mojila samsara. Vidya kule ki kori beta. What will do is university education or born in a big family. This is not possible. Vidya kule ki kori beta. Why they are accepting this false ahankare matta hiya, nitai padapasariya, asattere sattva karimani. On account of being misled by false prestige and false egotism, asattere sattva karimani. We are accepting this body, which is asat, which does not exist, and that we have taken as reality. Ahankara matta hiya, nitai pada pasariya. But if we take shelter of Nityānanda Prabhu, then we get the enlightenment. Asattare sattva karimani, nitayar karuna have, braje Radha Krishna pabe, dhara nitai charana. Therefore, Nityānanda Thakur advises that today is Nityānanda Prabhu's Āvirbhāva, appearance day. Let us at least remember today Nitai Pada Kamala That is wanted. Nitai charana satta tahara shivaka nitya. The reality is Nitai charana, and anyone who is servant of Nitai, so Nitai charana satta tahara shivaka nitya. One who has become the dog of Nityānanda Prabhu, he gets his eternal life. We are eternal, but under misconception of material identification, we are under the subjugation of Maya, Bhutta, Praliyat, Tatha Dehanda. This is very bothersome, but they do not know. Going from one body to another, transmigration, and that is not guaranteed what kind of body. They have no science, no knowledge about understanding Tatha Dehanta, the very first instruction of Bhagavad Gita. They are so rascals, and they are proud of their education, their university. This is going on. Nitai charana sattva tahara shivavan. Nitai pada sadakarvas. Therefore, we should always expect to be under the shelter of Nitai pada, Kamala, Narottama, Bharadvati. Narottama Thakur, his Acharya, he is presenting himself, that is Acharya. I mean, he is not Dukhi, but he is presenting himself as Dukhi, that is Acharya. Acharyas, they are never Dukhi, but taking the common man's position, he says, Narottama Bharadvati. Or in other words, Narottam. Narottam means the best of the human being. Say here, in this material world, one may be the best of the human being, very exalted position, but everyone is Dukhi, unhappy. Narottama Bharadvati. Nitai mane karasu. Only Nityānanda can make me happy. Otherwise not possible. Rakha Ranga Charanera. So, today's Nityānanda Prabhu's appearance there. We shall always pray, Nityānanda Prabhu, kindly keep me under your shelter so that I am very dukhi, I am very unhappy under the shelter of your lotus feet. And that is real. Thank you.
Jai Jai Prabhupada.